Hello and welcome. Today we are at the entrance of Universal Studios in Singapore and we're about to take a loop around the first area that is on the park map. Now the theming from Universal Studios in Singapore is incredible, and as you can see by the name of the title, we are going around there. Hollywood Boulevard. Now, lots of different bits and pieces to soak in with regards to the shops, places that you can eat. There is no rides, obviously, as you first come in. There is a few meet and greet bits and pieces, and you've got some nice areas with regards to like popcorn that you can buy lots of snacks and things from. But you can see that they have got lots and lots of material promoting all of the new films and things that are going to be coming out. So this was coming out on June 12th or June 22nd. It was very, very close to the time that I was there. Now that I do believe was taken out of one of the big shops, because I have actually seen that in a different location. I came here last year. The popcorn wagon is still in the same place with regards to obviously being able to buy the popcorn and of course getting your photo taken, and that you've got all of the silver screen bits and pieces where you can get a load of different snacks, and then you've got the bakery and you can get the espresso and cappuccino. That has now changed, as you can see, to the Starbucks that's just underneath. I am almost sure that that wasn't Starbucks last year, but I could be wrong because I'm not a coffee buff. But they have been opening up around all of the other Universal Studio parks around the world, because you've got a big Starbucks at the one in Florida. So there's your photo opportunity either side of this amazing thing, and of course the worker is in there so you can get your classic popcorn. There's the big shop just on the other side as well, which has all of the merchandise with regards to every single IP that is dotted around. So if you're walking around, for example, and you get 3/4 around the park and you get to yourself to either the Transformers, Egypt or Jurassic Park section, which is right on the other side from here, and there's a hoodie or a t-shirt that you like and you forget to pick it up, they might have it in that store on the way back, so it does save you carrying it all around. Now, that window that we've just walked past with all of the photos and everything, that is where you would go in to get your photo printed off from obviously all of the cameras that take your photos when you're on the ride and things like that. Minion Mart, well, there is a lot of bits and pieces with regards to this park for Minions now. That was the only place that you could go in and obviously shop for the Minions within Singapore. Now they have a Minion Land. So as we come to the end of this walkway, if you were to turn left, the theme park now has introduced a brand new section of the park for 2025, which is that bit just there where it's lovely and blue. And now you can go all the way down there into Minions, and you've got lots and lots of different shops and things like that. So I wonder if this Minion Mart might change to something else, because they do have a huge Minion store in the Minion section. So if they do change to something, it'd be very interesting to see if it's going to be an Easter egg to anything else that is new coming out in 26 or maybe 27, or the fact that they earn so much money from that store, then it doesn't matter. But you can see that I am now seeing the same signs as what I saw last year, but in a completely different location. So I am intrigued to know what they are going to be doing just behind that wall, because there was a wall just here last time, so you could not walk down that way. This time they've actually put it right just round the diner's Mel's Diner. So if you were to walk in a straight line, you used to be able to just get to the water fountain and do some bits and pieces just there. This time they've obviously just blocked that bit off. Now what I'm going to do is walk all the way back down the opposite side in case it is anything that we missed, because obviously the park has just opened, but you can see you've got Kung Fu Panda for the meet and greet at all those different times. You can take a photo of that and meet your favourite characters around the park any time that you want to. So it's really handy that they do put those out at the start of the day. But we're going to walk down, see some little bits and pieces. Now, Hollywood actually does carry on and wraps around the corner, and then it goes into New York, I do believe. From there, you've then got the Sci-Fi City, which is Battlestar Galactica and the Transformers. Then you go into Egypt. Then you go wrapping it round into the Jurassic Park. From there, it takes you into the Shrek. And then from Shrek, it takes you into Minions as one big circular loop, if that is the way that you walk around. Or you can come into the park and obviously go left, which lots and lots of people were doing because everybody was there for the Minion Land for 2025. Now, I don't know how Universal Studios in Singapore can expand. I don't know if they've got any other land anywhere else, but they are obviously opening up lots and lots of other IPs at different Universal Studios around the world. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few years from this park and what else that they're going to bring, because of course we're greedy and we always like to see brand new bits and pieces. But this is what I meant about all of the shops as you're coming in there is an enormous shop for the Universal Studios store, where you can pick up all of the different bits and pieces that you want. They have anything and everything with something printed on it from every single IP dotted around, and that will be coming in a separate video. So the Universal Studios store will be coming in a separate video at some point within the Universal Singapore playlist, and then obviously you can then see the bits and pieces. But we are right back at the entrance. Yes, you do have free transportation to get back out and hop between all the different bits and pieces in Sentosa Island. You've just got to pay the fee to actually get to this part first, and then you are good to go with regards to getting on and off for the rest of the day. So once you've basically paid it once, then you are away. What I do like and appreciate is the shelter that you have above. That dome at the top, it did not give it a greenhouse effect. It did help you stay a little bit cool. You can see there's plenty of shadow and shading all over the place, which is great. And of course, if it is raining, well, it will keep you dry as well. Now, they've kept this on for a little bit, then it starts to open up a little bit further around within the theme park. So we're now just going to walk in a straight line, and then we're going to turn right, and then we're going to get to the Mel's Cafe, because I'm not going to lie, I actually forgot that the diner was there, because I saw the wall. I was too intrigued by the Minions land, and I turned back round again, so I did turn around too soon. But again, you can see just the size of this Minion Mart, because it starts there, and then it carries on basically to the corner. So that store inside there is huge, and it is obviously all Minion themed. So you can see it carries on, there's the Minion Mart, and it comes all the way up to that corner. So there's the roller coaster in the background, super easy to get to. Like I said, you can just go left or you can just go right, and it just wraps around, and every single land is now open, which is fantastic. So there's me thinking I was going to stop the video there. No, carry on, because well, this is it. We haven't actually got to the rest of Hollywood yet. So you get a sunglasses stand, sunglasses hut. To be honest, that's a company that I thought had gone under pre-COVID, so it's good to see that they are back, because they were the company you grab all your sunglasses from at every single airport around the world. So you've got different show times with regards to the trolls and the other little bits and pieces. So we are getting onto the border of where the land will start to change, and you'll see the change just in the texture of the floor, which I always appreciate, because it just splits it up. Because if you look at a straight line, you can see where it's then going to change. You've got the junction, you've got the intersection that you have over there. Then all of a sudden you're in New York, and the theming and everything completely changes, which is great. Now, last year, if you turned right, you had a thing that was open with regards to anime, comics, all that kind of thing. Now, that is obviously just closed at the moment. So we are now just wrapping it back round to the Mel's Diner. As I said, we are right on the cut-off point to where this land finishes and the next one starts. And of course, there will be each land individually opened up at the Singapore playlist, just like we've done for California and Florida, so you can see all those different bits and pieces, and then there will be a full park tour. But I am almost sure that there was a couple more cars dotted here this year than what there was last year, which is always nice to see. But I think they just moved, because I think the cars were a little bit further down behind that wall, where again, that's where all the water bits were, fountains and that kind of thing. You can still walk down and get yourself some nice photo opportunities. It's just that you can't go down the bits. Now we've got just under a minute left, so that is it, and I'm done. Now this bit was always really quiet, and it would have been quite nice to actually eat outside. I completely forgot that this bit was here for the diner, because the diner itself always gets really busy, but you all have so much shade on the outside. You could just easily sit there, and you can see how it all wraps around and connects there to the Sci-Fi City, and then as we pan around, you'll see the rest of the theme park. But if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one.